ranked team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it to the right side. Creates a little room. Smashes ahead. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna run it. It's Richard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Punt is on its way. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Morton. snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Caught in the backfield. It's Douglas. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Joyner. Look out, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Might as well give it to him again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Morton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Boston College. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the left side. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. This time he's got his man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
There he goes. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The option look. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Red Raiders! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got it in the middle, it's by. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Out of the gun, the inside give. Hard running there. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Got a man, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running to the left. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Now the pitch. Fights off a defender. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Shows him the stiff arm. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Makes the catch. It's Bond. Discards him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Morton. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45 on his way. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Morton. That's caught, it's Douglas. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout called by the defense is their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. That time he took a big shot off of the RPO.
And when you run these run-pass options, you want to take a little bit of time to stick it in that running back's belly, read the defense, get him to suck up, and I'm trying to make those big plays down the field. So I like the aggressive attack off the RPO.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the run, it's Joyner. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Got the first down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
On the run, it's Richard. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Boston College will send out the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Morton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Virgil. Oh, look out on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Will take over 1st and 10.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the back. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To throw, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you got to give this pass rush credit, man. They've gotten to this guy multiple times in this game, and you can just see in his body language it's already affecting him. On that last throw, he threw it off his back foot, and that's why it fell incomplete.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. With the catch, it's McDonald. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking to pass. It's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Fires it incomplete. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Richard. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Fired in from the red zone for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Morton. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. That's caught. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
The Red Raiders are on the move. The give to the tailback. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Morton. Caught near the sticks, it's Douglas. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Red Raiders, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. And he never had a chance. As soon as as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bond. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
A lot of defenders around on that screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll send the back in motion. Finds his man. It's Jones. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On the option. Now the toss. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39, and it'll be 4th down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.